What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today I'm looking a bit disheveled, a little bit greasy, but I had to make this video because we have got to talk about one of the biggest complaints within the Destiny 2 community right now, one of the biggest problems with the new Edge of Fate expansion, and it's the leveling system. Oh my goodness, guys. The leveling system right now is terrible, and it is going to kill the game. Guys, I've been streaming a ton of Destiny 2, twitch.tv/KakisHD, but in all seriousness, people come in, the number one complaint I see is like, oh my gosh, I don't want to level. Oh my goodness, I'm so burnt out. Oh my goodness, I just did the Solo Ops Caldera for 10 hours for marginal gains. Like, what are we doing here, dude? And the reason I'm making this video right now, the reason I just turn on the camera right now and I gotta rant to you guys, that's what I gotta do. I mean, like, look, if we look at my character right now, I'm 282 power. I don't know if I have all my literal highest stuff on right now, but that's not great. Why? I've been doing a ton of raid stuff. Like, I just put out a video a couple days ago. We have been doing a ton of stuff in the raid with the new feat system. We're now able to consistently have the possibility to get tier 4 raid loot. That system is kind of awesome. That system is very determined by what you do. Hey, if you do this, that, and the other thing, you have a check of, well, you actually have a triumph of like, do this, do that, do that. Now you can influence the drops and all that stuff. But now that I'm done with that, it's like, what is there to do? What is there to do? Level. That's what there is. That's what it feels like there is, because there's actually a lot to do. If I go to the Kepler destination map, I've ignored like every single one of these extra quests, right? Of these side quests. I just haven't done them. Why? Why would I? Why would I do something that's going to give me low tier loot? Even on mythic difficulty. You're not getting much from those. I actually did the entire mythic difficulty quest on Kepler. And that gave me nothing. Nothing. No, sorry. It gave me, I think I have it right here. This. A predetermined tier 5. I don't even get the 3 perk slots. I got 1 perk slot. But that's all Bungie could have given me for like 6 hours worth of grinding the mythic thing. So if I want tier 5, so I want high tier loot, and kudos to Bungie, I do want high tier loot. Like, they have done actually a pretty good job of making this high tier loot desirable, right? I actually genuinely want it. It makes quite a difference with my builds, with my characters. It's very noticeably better than lower tier loot. I want it, right? And in a looter, that's what you want. But the way to get it is that, like I said, I'm 282. I have to go to Pinnacle, and I have to play Star-Crossed until my eyes bleed. Or, to be honest, today, Kel's fault, because there's a chance for a bonus Mint Retrograde. I actually put out a video yesterday on how good the Mint Retrograde is. If you take anything away from this video, aside from the rant, if you're still playing, you probably should play this. It's a really good chance to farm this. But, like, seriously, I have to go into Kel's Fall, and I have to grind it for hours and hours and hours and hours. And like, that's the leveling experience. Now, I have to say, I understand why Bungie changed this. Let's be honest. Like, let's be for real here, guys. The leveling system has been one of the biggest complaints in Destiny 2 for years. Like, how many times have you guys seen people say, oh my goodness, I hate the weekly lockout system. Why am I only able to get gains for my level, and then I have to wait an entire week before I can make serious gains in terms of my level again, right? Why is there certain things locked behind certain activities? I don't want to play Gambit, so why is there a powerful drop locked behind Gambit, right? Like, again, these are complaints that have been aired by the community for years. So the idea, the concept of slow but constant progression, if you're doing solo, if you're doing Fireteam, Pinnacle, Crucible, you can sit there in Crucible the entire time, and you will make slow and constant progression. You're always gaining progress. But man, that slow factor, that slow word, Bungie is taking this way too far, dude. Way too far. Again, I will sit there and I will do Pinnacle Ops. I have done Star-Crossed for like hours in a row, and it just sucks. Like, the way you actually level up, is not, I think, what Bungie envisioned. You have this system where if I go into Fireteam here, I look, oh, hey, Quick Play Master, I get a bonus drop and I actually get a guaranteed bow if I get a B grade. That's really cool. Let's see. Oh, I have 2 bonus drops from the Devil's Lair. But for a lot of these activities, man, like, it's not even worth it with the bonus drops. Like, some of these activities take so much longer than others. Like, okay, Widow's Court, 30 to 35 minutes, and I get 3 completion rewards and 1 bonus drop. So 4 rewards total. Bro, I can literally do 3 Star-Crossed in the same time, and that has just 2 completion rewards per run. There's 6 drops. I'm getting more drops for just mindlessly. So every single person is just going in here and doing solo ops Caldera, because that's just the fastest one, or they're doing, again, Pinnacle ops, probably Star-Crossed at the time. Why? Because it's just like, it's boiled down to the best way to level up is just do the most mindlessly, slightly more efficient activity over and over and over and over and over again. There's no variety. Like, why? Bungie has this system that's supposed to encourage me to go and do something else. Let's actually make something worthwhile here. And also, why do the bonus drops go away after 1 single run? So, like, okay, maybe it's worth it for me to stop grinding Star-Crossed for 15 minutes and go and do this Devil's Lair because I get 3 drops. Cool. And then I do it, and I go right back to Star-Crossed. Like, why don't we have, you know what would help so much? Why don't we have double drops for certain things every day? So, hey, one day, solo ops has double drops. Now you're grinding solo ops, okay? Next day, Fireteam ops has double drops. Now it's way more worth it to grind Fireteam ops. Next day, Pinnacle ops. Next day, Crucible, right? Like, at least with that system, you'd actually have people varying up the activities they're doing. But like, the way the leveling system is now, again, it's so slow. The progress you're getting is so slow, and the sheer amount of levels you need to ascend is so high, dude. I'm looking at, again, another, like, 150 or more levels. I gotta go all the way up to 282, all the way up to 382, all the way up to 450. So yeah, like, almost 150 levels or whatever the heck it is, just to get to the new cap. Oh, except not really actually. Hold on, guys, because all these complaints, I'm having such a I'm so bored right now already of Star-Crossed, and I'm doing the easy part of leveling. That's right, guys. Once you get to 400, the slow and constant progression stops. And as you can see, now you have like a 5% chance to get something that's barely better. So, hold on. Hold on. We've got the most boring leveling system, the most soul-sucking, the most grind one activity leveling system in the game right now, and the only thing you have to look forward to is that when you reach 400, it gets worse. You're already bored. You're already sick of doing the same activity over and over again, and when you get to 400, it gets even worse. Okay. Now, in fairness, Bungie did warn us. They literally told us about this in a TWAB, and I just think that people, there's so much that happened at the Edge of Fate. There's so many changes to the systems that people just kind of got overwhelmed, and they may have overlooked this. And conceptually, I see what Bungie's doing. Do you need to get to 450? No. Like, you really don't, honestly, guys. Once you get high 300s, 400s, you're starting to get those tier 4s and even dipping into the tier 5s enough that, like, everything else is just kind of gravy. You don't really need that. And so maybe part of this is just that we as players need to adjust our expectations. Like, we're used to getting to the cap so easily because leveling was basically meaningless. Now leveling means a lot, arguably too much, and so we're like, oh, well, obviously I need to get to the cap, and getting to the cap is a slog. And I just think that right now it's just too harsh. This leveling system, again, conceptually and honestly in practice initially, it really isn't that bad in the slow constant progression, maybe picking some different things. You also have like, I love the featured gear system. I love the fact that, wait, I can go and farm the Ahab Char, which has a really sick roll, heal clip plus incan on a rapid fire auto. Like, that's sick, dude. And I actually have some deterministic qualities to this, because I can go and farm this over and over again. I get it the first time, and then after that, it's a chance, but it's a pretty high chance. And so, like, I can farm. We mentioned the Mint Retrograde. I actually like that system, where it's like, hey, I want to go and farm the Mint Retrograde right now. It's dropping from this activity. This is the time to do it, right? And again, I like the concept of everything I am doing gives me progress. It's just that the numbers are off, guys. I honestly think that's the biggest thing. The numbers are off. The progress is just too slow. And because it's too slow, it means that, since it's going to take me like dozens of hours to level up. Again, like I said, I'm 282. If I want to get into 100 light levels, I'm going to have to sit here and farm all day. And it's like, it doesn't feel fun. It's not fun. It's not fun to farm Starcrossed over and over and over again for like 12 hours. That's not a good experience. And that, like, because it's such slow progression, because like the numbers I have to send are so high, it's like I said, Starcrossed might be, 5%, but it might save me 30 seconds off of something else. But because I need to farm it for 12 hours, because I need so many drops, those 30 seconds per run make such a big difference. And so that's why all this whole system with the bonus drops and all that stuff, while good intentioned, while actually very good in concept, now it's just boiled down to mindless farming the thing that gives you 5 seconds faster, 10 seconds faster per run, because it adds up, because I need so many drops. If the leveling system had been halved, if instead of getting to 450, not even halved, instead of getting to 450, you only need to get to 350 or something like that, I think that people would be way more accepting. I think that if instead of giving you only a few extra light for the drops, if you could get like plus 10 light increases or something like that, really noticeable stuff. Again, my idea I talked about earlier in the video, where it's double drops for Fire Team Ops today, or double drops for Pinnacle Ops today, like, it would be a lot more reasonable. But like, as it is right now, and again, especially the fact that the bonus drops go away after one single run, it just forces you, it just pigeonholes you into like whatever the technically barely most efficient activity is, and it is just burning people out every day. Dude, it's burning me out. I don't want to do it. I don't want to farm any more Starcrossed. I'm bored of it already. Like, it's so annoying, man. I've been trying to like switch up builds and test different builds. All these like build prototypes, all the gameplay is just Starcrossed. It's so annoying. And Bungie needs to change. Like, you are losing people by the day. You are losing people by the day because of this system. In the future, when more stuff is added, when more activities are added to the portal, Bungie's already talked about there should be more activities added to the portal. It's going to be a lot better. I mean, like, because you can now mix things up. But I mean, or is it, dude? I say that, it's like, yeah, you know what? With more activities, that would be cool. That would be cool if there's, they re-enable Encore and there's more activities in Pinnacle Ops and just these 3 and stuff like that. But then I think about it, I'm like, no, they could add 20 more new Pinnacle Ops. The way the leveling system is, we're just going to do the most efficient one. Whatever one saves us 10 seconds is the one we do over and over and over and over and over and over again till our eyes bleed. And again, Bungie like knew this, that's why they have this like drop system. That's why they have this like, hey, I am encouraging you to go and play Liminality right now because you get extra bonus drops. But it's just not enough. It needs to be like 5 bonus drops. And maybe they go down. If you have 4 bonus drops for something, it should go down like per 1 each time you do it. So you're farming it for more than just one single time before going back to Starcrossed. So Bungie needs to get on this. And honestly, I think it's as simple as adjusting the numbers. Much more generous with the loot drops, or much more generous with how much bonus light you're getting from these drops, or just reducing the overall like level. Because the other fact, the thing looming, all right, the monster under the bed, frankly, is just the fact that we go back to 200 with Renegades. And we have to do all this BS all over again. And it's like, dude, I'm already bored. I don't want to level anymore. It's so boring. And then it's like, I finally get there. I do it. And we lose it all. We have to go back. I think they just need to be significantly more generous with this leveling system. Okay, then we get tier 5s easier. If that's really such a problem, I would rather have tier 5s be a bit rarer, like they don't drop as consistently, if I can get up to have the possibility for them to drop sooner. I just want to feel like I can level up, I get the leveling done, and I don't care if it takes me, multiple days of hard grinding, but right now it's just way too much. But then I want to get to the point where I can at least have the possibility for these high tier drops. And right now it feels like I am slogging through hundreds of levels that I don't want to do. And during this leveling process, I don't even have the chance to get like high tier stuff. Like I have to absolutely slog just to finally get into position where I can get the loot I want to get. And, I maybe, again, this is Bungie saying, hey, you guys always complained about running out of stuff to do. Well, we're going to give you a lot to do. But the way the leveling system is, like, if it was more varied, if I had a reason to go back and play dungeons, if I had a reason to go back and play other activities, it would be better. But it's just mindlessly farming the same activity over and over again, and it's just killing the desire to play the game for so many people. Bungie, get on this, change something. I don't care. Again, there's like multiple ways you could come at this. More loot drops. The loot drops give you way bigger light level progression, double drops again, like reducing the overall power level cap, making it so that at least when you get to 400, it's not just a 5% chance to get gains. Any of that stuff would be very welcomed right now. And you're going to need to do it quick though, because there's only so much of this people can do. Like, gaming is super competitive. There's so many awesome games out there, and there's so many awesome games coming out. Borderlands 4, another looter shooter, is coming out in September. Bro, if your choices are mindlessly grind star-crossed still, right, in September, to get leveled up with the new Ash and Iron, where they extend the level cap even more, or go play a brand new fresh game, like, what do you think people are going to choose? Anyways, that's the rant. That's the video, guys. That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed my rant. If you did, please remember to help me out by rating, especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.